Good morning and welcome to a very special part 1 of 4 of the Jet Experience at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. We're doing one park each day for 4 days. We'll do 2 days of Universal Studios after that. So today, the first day, we're going to Magic Kingdom. And right now, we just got through the security and where you basically can choose the tram or the ferry boat. And we decided to take the ferry boat because, and I said tram, I mean monorail. You could take the monorail, but there's a monorail at Disneyland, but we don't have this at Disneyland. So we're taking the ferry boat, and if I get the right angle, right across the bay, let's see if I come over here, you can see the iconic castle in the distance. So we'll board this ferry boat that's coming over right now. We should have no problem making this one because it's quite big and there's not really a whole lot of people waiting. And we'll go start to explore Magic Kingdom. So we just got through the, if you want to call them turnstiles, there's not actually a turnstile, but we're right at the entrance. Here's the Walt Disney World Railroad, and we're about to walk into the park and see what we can get into. So immediately inside of the Magic Kingdom, honestly, it's very, very reminiscent of Disneyland, of course. A little different layout. Here's City Hall to the left, and then to the right is the Town Square Theater. Here's the entrance for the railroad, Chamber of Commerce. And here we are walking down Main Street, very similar. There's Main Street Cinema. There they are singing, Barbershop Quartet. And there's the castle at the end of Main Street, which is, at least gives the appearance of being significantly bigger than the castle in Disneyland. But even though it's very similar, it is outstandingly wonderful to be here. And this is what appears to be the very first departure from Disneyland as far as layout. Right in front of the castle, it's a very, very large open area. And unfortunately, while we're experts at Disneyland, having annual passes and living in Southern California, we are effectively newbies at Disney World and we don't know anything about where anything is. So part of this experience is going to be just trying to find everything. So our plans for the first couple hours at least is since we booked a resort hotel, we were able to get fast passes as early as 60 days out. So we got a couple of those already throughout the week, and the first one of those will be at 10 o'clock. We've already reserved a day of Fast Pass for Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's later today, about 5 o'clock. And right now we're walking over to Haunted Mansion. Of course, it's our favorite ride, because right now there's very little wait time, and we found it on the map, so we're making our way over there, and then we'll probably go right over to our first Fast Pass of the day, which is at about 10. It's just about 9:15 right now. And for when you get in trouble at Disneyland or Disney World, they've got the stockades out. And my apologies in advance, as I'm probably going to Freudian slip and say Disneyland several times. So at 9:20 in the morning, 20 minutes after opening, Haunted Mansion is 20-minute wait already, which actually is not bad because I bet this is going to be several hours later. And they're open for visitation. And these are some different heads. This is a much more interesting queue than Haunted Mansion and Disneyland. Here floats Captain Culpepper Klein.
You are just not trying. Help me with this poem.
The fountain is leaking. So this is a very different queue down here, working our way up to it. It opens up and we're basically already there. I would venture to say we did not wait 20 minutes. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more room to walk right here. I'm not sure how far this line goes back. but doesn't look like it could be very far. Right, we're rounding the corner, getting onto the conveyor belt, and about to get into our doom buggy.
Our library is well stocked with priceless first editions. Only ghost stories, of course. But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers?
I absolutely volunteer. Oh, it's creepy staircases in here. This is different than Disneyland. And here's our gravedigger friend with his crying dog. He made a trip out to Florida with us in a similar but different graveyard. There they are. Let's see who we get. Oh, these are different. They're very animated.
And they'll haunt you until you return.
Oh, there's a guy on Mommy's head. Oh, he's tickling us. All right, we made it back out to the land of the living. And I gotta be honest, the very, very end of the ride made this entire trip worth it, with the hitchhiking ghosts being much more animated than they are at Disneyland, where apparently they even grabbed our heads. So we're on our way over to our first Fast Pass, which is the Barnstormer, and we're passing by the aerial ride, Under the Sea. And that's basically on the way, and it's a 5-minute wait, so we're gonna stop in on that. And here's It's a Small World. It's a 10-minute wait right now, which isn't terrible at all. Trying to figure out what this big one, oh, this is Peter Pan. Probably as popular as it is at Disneyland. And here's Pinocchio Village House Restaurant. Let's see what Pan's at right now. A 60-minute wait for Peter Pan. So here's the very front of Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid. A ship with her on it. And right next to the ride is Ariel's Grotto, where you can meet the Little Mermaid. They have both standby and Fast Pass. So here we are getting ready to go on our first roller coaster of the day. Yep, with Declan. He's excited to go on it.
Oh, that's how high it is. Hang on, that's very high at all. No. Ready, tigers?
Whoa! It's a perfect roller coaster to kick the day off with. Small and not too bad, but quite enjoyable. So we're gonna go look for the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Declan, I already see it back there. Declan always likes to go in the Tarzan treehouse at Disneyland. Jungle Cruise is over an hour wait. I don't know if the one in Disneyland has ever seen an hour wait. And then the Aladdin Magic Carpet Ride is also over an hour, I believe. And here's the Enchanted Tiki Room right here. And here's Declan, super excited for the treehouse. On this site, July 17th, 1805, the Swiss Family Robinson, composed of myself, my good wife, and 3 sons, Fritz, Ernst, and little Francis, were the sole survivors, by the grace of God, of the ill-fated ship Swallow. And then it goes on to say they built this treehouse. All right, Declan, you get to go first. We're crossing a bridge over a real river. Well, it might be man-made, but it's real water. And now we're heading up. This looks like the apex of the stairs. Here's another bedroom. It's a couple of hammocks in it and a sink. Declan's trying to break in. Quite a modern day kitchen for being stranded on an island. It's speaking of a kitchen, it's getting quite close to lunchtime. It's almost noon. Here's a crafted chair with a table and some fruit. There's the back side of the kitchen. And their barrel has sprung a leak. And that's it for the treehouse. So we headed back over to Main Street, kind of in the central area here, for Casey's Corner, where we're gonna eat lunch. Got a couple of slaw dogs, which are plant-based. Once we get them, we'll take a look at them closer and we'll see how they are. So here's the plant-based slaw dog. It had a pickled slaw. There's a type of relish on it. Looks like it was a barbecue aioli. And I haven't tried it yet, but this definitely looks like a Beyond sausage. And if it's not an actual Beyond sausage, it's another brand very similar. But that's exactly what it looks like. And then, of course, fries and all the toppings you could ask for. So Ashley already tried hers, and she confirmed it is Beyond. From the looks of it, it's probably the brat. It's not red, so it's not the hot Italian. But it is. Here, we'll get a quick shot of it. This is going to be extremely fun to eat, and by fun I mean extremely messy. So. Very good. Definitely had some immediate spice to it. I personally could use a little ketchup on it, but it is very good as it is. I'm not normally a coleslaw person, but I tend to try to get the foods as they come without modifying it too much, unless it's taking meat off, of course. But I'm not sure where the spice is coming from, because it's not a hot Italian sausage. It might be in the slaw somewhere. I don't think it's the sausage itself that is spicy, but it is very good. Let's try another one. Yeah, it's not the sausage that's spicy. So it's one of the toppings. Could be the relish. It could be the aioli a little bit maybe, but it is definitely very good. This would be very good in the summer, because with the coleslaw, it's kind of almost refreshing. It's kind of a strange way to describe a sausage, but it's kind of the sensation I get from it. So it'd be great on a nice hot summer day. But yeah, all in all, because it's Beyond, it's a known sausage that we have all the time. Extremely good. I would definitely get this again. All right, so we're headed back to Big Thunder Mountain now. There's a very cool entry for Adventureland. Says it's about a 45-minute wait right now. We'll see what it changes to in the 5-minute walk to get over there. All right. First line of any sort of length of the day. It's a 50-minute wait right now, which I'm sure it gets significantly worse than that at different days throughout the year. Oh, there's still more. Ah! Dinosaur! And for the first time today, we are making our way into Tomorrowland. Geographically, it's situated in the same spot as Tomorrowland in Disneyland, whereas you come down Main Street and you get to the city center, or the town center, you turn right and then you're in Tomorrowland. Now we're in line for the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. All right, this took off a little quicker than I thought it was going to. Hard to tell from down there. This is something that's different from Disneyland. I guess Disneyland used to have a people mover, but well before my time. They got rid of it a long time ago. But Disney World still has a people mover.
So keep your eyes peeled.
never know who you might see.
I know who I see right now. I see Declan. And there's a shot of the castle. Oh, and it got dark. And here's another view of the Tron roller coaster. Declan, we're going in Space Mountain. Oh, there's astronauts up there. All right, we're back for Pirates. This time, just use our Fast Pass. It's a 45-minute standby, so we'll see how long the Fast Pass takes. Here we go! And we're already at Barbosa. This is a very different layout. It's much more lit in this one.
It's true.
So Pirates of the Caribbean, much shorter than the Disneyland ride. Like, I'd say probably at least half the length, if not shorter. Everything in the Disney World version, the Magic Kingdom version, is in the Disneyland version, but there's a lot that's at Disneyland that isn't in this one. So whereas Haunted Mansion I thought was actually a little better, this one's definitely much shorter and I didn't enjoy it as much. But of course it's Pirates, so it's still a very enjoyable ride. So we're down to our final and last ride of the evening at Magic Kingdom. It's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We do have a Fast Pass for it. So we're gonna go hop in that line. They're down to a 75-minute standby wait time, which is significantly better than it's been the rest of the day. I've seen 150 minutes, so it's about half the length. So we'll definitely save a lot of time on the Fast Pass. Whoa, this goes quick. Whoa! I know! Wow, that took off quick! Oh, that hurt the back. Here we're going up. Oh, this whips down quick! Whoa! Woo! Wow! Oh, that is steep. Here we go. Whoa! Oh,
I'm getting me in it.
what? Whoa! Whoa!
Stop taking me in the air.
Stop taking you in the air?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Oh, and that's it. So that's going to do it for our day at Magic Kingdom, day 1 of 4 at the Disney World Resort in Orlando. We've been here for a little over 10 hours. We're not quite going to stay for the fireworks because right in front of me is a passed out 4-year-old in the stroller. So we're just going to go ahead and start making our way back to the hotel because that's still going to take probably 30-40 minutes. But overall, we had a very fun time. We were able to recognize aspects of Disneyland here at Magic Kingdom. A lot of similarities, of course, its own differences, rides that are unique to here. So we're going to wrap up this night quickly, and tomorrow we'll have day 2 of 4. We'll have a link below for that video, as well as all the other videos for the rest of this week. So make sure to continue joining us on this experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We'll be docking